Hi, fam. Welcome back. You've reached Alicia's Tarot. So happy to have you here with me. If it's the first time you've ever been here, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. And if you like my vibe, I would really love it if you commented or shared. Thank you so much. So this is going to be your full moon reading, and I'm so excited. I couldn't wait to get home today from work. Today I am filming this full moon reading on the 222 portal because it's February 22nd. We had something happen today with our cellular network. I didn't even realize until I needed to send a menu to a friend of mine who is a medical rep for lunch today. And I'm like, it was so busy. And I'm like sitting here trying to send this, and it's not going through. And I'm like, so I go outside the building. I'm like, hold on, guys, I'll be back in a second. Go outside the building and try to send it again. Still, I come up and my office manager is like, you didn't hear? And I'm like, so there was something going on, kind of freaky. But yeah, I just feel like intuitively, I felt right when that happened. I was like, the universe doesn't want us to be on our phone. They want us to be fully present, get the fuck off our phone, get off our devices. Time to wake up and be aware. That's what I really felt. So as much as it was frustrating to me because I really couldn't get certain things done, even with work, because even just calling these pharmacies and having to deal with it, like things were disconnected, not working. So I have some wine. I will be taking a sip every now and then with my lipstick not rubbing off onto my glass because it's amazing. It does get on my nerves a little bit. Like I wore it to work today. And if I feel like I have dead skin or like dry lips or whatever, it'll like give me a feeling, and then I'll just keep going like that, and then it'll just like, yeah, and then I want to take it off. And you can't put this stuff on and have like aquaphor on your lips or anything. It'll just mess up whatever biology part that makes it not rub off. It'll mess with that, and you can't do it. So that's the only thing I would say that bothers me a little bit about the product, but whatever. Still excited about it. So yeah, I wanted to do a full moon reading. I don't know if you guys have gone outside to really look at it. It's funny, as I was doing some research about the full moon, it's saying that the full moon is a micro moon, and it's saying that because out of this whole year of all our full moons, it's the smallest moon in February, which was interesting to me. And it's actually called, like, because all the moons like have names to them, like super moon and wolf moon and hunter moon, and like, you know, they all have their thing. But this one is called snow moon. And this full moon is in the sign of Virgo. I know you guys are probably like, why? Because we're in Pisces season. Hi, Pisces. Happy birthday. I hope you guys are having a great celebratory time in your life. I love my water signs. I get you. You get me. It's beautiful. Don't really have to think about getting each other. We just know, which is nice. So happy birthday. But anyways, this full moon is in the sign of Virgo. And Virgo is going to be entering, the sun sign of Pisces, because that's where we're in the Pisces season right now. And Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So Mercury is the planet of communication. It's the planet of logic. It does rule the lower mind, which is the logical side. Yeah. Our logical side of our brain, which a lot of people are very, very logic based, is really lower frequency energy. Think about that one for a little bit. But anyways, the full moon is going to start early in the morning on the 23rd, which is tomorrow, and it'll end on the 24th. This full moon lies near Regulus. I didn't know what that was. I had to look it up. I'm like, what is Regulus? Regulus, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. So if I am, I probably am. And I'm not just saying that because I'm like trying to put myself down. I just have an issue with like, I make up words sometimes and I have an issue with pronunciation. But Regulus is how I pronounce it. Sorry. It is Leo's brightest star. And if you were to look up in the sky, it would appear like a backward question. So that's how you kind of know where Regulus is. But yeah, we're going into Pisces season, a really spiritual. Pisces is all about using their intuition. They're very intuitive people. It's a water sign. They flow like, they pick up on everything. I mean, come on, that's the High Priestess card in tarot is Pisces. We're the High Priestess, yo. I mean, you guys rule spiritual realm. This moon is going to be pulling. So this pull against the moon due to Mercury entering the sun. So, like I said, this full moon is in the sign of Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by the planet Mercury. So that's why Mercury is entering this sun sign of Pisces right now. So there's going to be this pool of energy due to the full moon because Mercury is entering the sun sign of Pisces. And because the sun sign is in a water sign, which is Pisces, this will bring up feelings that are very difficult to navigate. And I keep hearing, and I'm also researching the word frustration. So possibly if you're in the sign of Pisces, maybe if you're even in a water sign like Cancer and Scorpio, we might feel a little bit of frustration right now because Mercury does rule communication. So it's also about, you know, what astrology sign are you? And I wanted to also use this video to discuss the birth chart a little bit more in depth before I actually do some tarot, guys. So this is going to be a long read, so I hope you enjoy it. The water signs can be greatly affected during this full moon. Let's just say that. What I did learn about this full moon is not just frustration, probably for a lot of the astrology signs, but productivity. So people are going to feel like really inspired to get shit done. And it might not, I mean, during full moons, depending on what astrology sign you are, and I had to do some research on that too. So we're going to go through all that. I have all the astrology signs starting from Aries and going to Pisces. Okay. And I'm going to kind of tell you what this full moon is going to feel for each astrology sign. And then I actually have blessed your area and done a prayer before starting this reading, calling my ancestors and my spirit guides and my angels to come in and help me give a reading for you guys. But I pulled some cards that I haven't seen yet, and they're in order. So I started with Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, all the way down to Pisces. I have not seen the cards. So as I go through explaining what this full moon is going to do for those astrology signs, I'm going to actually flip over your card, and I'm going to, on the spot, intuitively give what I feel off of that card for you. But still, we'll do like a general collective like reading with some oracle and some messages from your person to kind of end it. But anyways, yeah, next week you guys are going to have like this big peak of productivity. Like you're going to get shit done. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be really inspired. But yeah, so as we're entering this Mercury planet because of Virgo and because of this full moon in the sign of Pisces, people are going to feel, you know, it difficult to navigate their emotions, their feelings. But I think some suns, I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep doing that. I feel like some astrology signs No problem. That's great. Communication, navigating my feelings. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Because some astrology signs, like, they rule that. So that's not going to be an issue. But the ones that don't, you might have a little bit more of a hard time. Virgo is an earth sign. It's also a mutable sign. So if you don't know what any of that means, please look it up. Also, I did kind of mention that I wanted to go into birth charts. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let me take a sip of water. This is Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc, which is very delicious. Anyways, your birth chart is very important to know because a lot of us focus on our sun sign, the month we were born. But if you were to look up in your search engine birth chart calculator, I actually like to use justastrology.com. It's one of my favorites. I love it because it shows like where all the planets are on a map first, and then as you scroll down, you'll actually see a screenshot of your whole birth chart and your houses, and then it'll go into each part of your birth chart and it'll explain what that planet means and what it means in that position for you. It's important because if you were to read astrology, like even if you're not into astrology, which I don't think anybody that's watching my video wouldn't be, because why would you be here just knowing who I am? But there are some people that just really aren't into it because they just don't believe it, or they just have this block against it, and that's fine. Everybody is in a different consciousness as they elevate in this journey on a called life. So, it is what it is. And, there's no pressure on anybody to get there. It always happens perfectly like it should. But if you enter your date of birth, the time you were born, you can find that on your birth certificate. I have realized that my daughter, who is 19, it is not on her birth certificate. So that, I know what time my daughter was born, and a lot of moms do. And if you were to ask your mom, if you're able to, if you can't find it on your birth certificate, it would be the most accurate to know the time you were born. But if you don't know the time, you can enter 12 p.m. and that will be sufficient. Honestly, I did a birth chart for somebody, and they didn't know their time of, when they were born. So I did 12 p.m. But then when they found out the time that they were born and I did it again, it totally changed their ascendant sign to something totally fucking different. And I was like, wow, that's a big thing, because your ascendant sign is like more of who you are than your actual sun sign. So it's just important to know, because it'll kind of help get to know you better. And then when you are faced with certain things, you'll kind of have a better understanding, because you'll be like, this is why I handle things the way that I do. This is why I make money the way that I do. This is why I struggle with money, or this is why I struggle in love relationships. It just explains a lot about who you are, and it's so important. It's literally a fingerprint of you in the sky, in the universe, where all the planets were the time you were born. It's pretty fucking amazing. But anyways, when you do so, it's going to also ask you for the city you were born, and you definitely need that. And it will give you your sun sign. Your moon represents emotions, so how do you respond to people emotionally? So it'll give you an astrology sign and your moon planet. Venus is the planet of love. It is also ruled by goddess Aphrodite. She rules love. And it also helps to know how you will make your money in life. It rules money, Venus. So love and money. And then your ascendant sign is basically the mask you wear when you're first meeting people that you don't know. So that's why they say like your ascendant sign is usually more of who you are than your actual astrology sign. I don't know why though. But then you have like your Mercury and you have your Jupiter, and Jupiter is like the planet of luck and action and like getting things done. And I have a fire element in that placement in my chart, and boy, am I grateful that I have that particular fire sign and that placement, because, mate, it's just good. And it'll give you paragraphs, and and if it doesn't, if you pick, a birth chart calculator that you're really not, that's not the one that I mentioned, or one that you don't feel is easy to understand, you could say, well, I have, like for instance, I'll say I have a Scorpio moon. So if you put moon in Scorpio, you'll have articles after articles about what that means, and you can read it and really get to know who you are. So you can do that for each placement. Most important placements to know are your sun, your moon, your Venus, your ascendant sign. I hear a lot of readers only mention that, but it's really important to know your north node. Because to know your north node, which is what will be given on your birth chart, you will be able to find out your south node by entering that information into a Google search engine. So or whatever, just looking it up. So you enter that sign and say north node, and then it'll pop up certain articles, and you can learn, knowing your north node, what your south node is, and I'll explain it. Your south node is who you were in a past life. Yes. If you don't believe in reincarnation, then you might not want to see here on my channel, not because I'm telling you you have to go. I'm just saying I personally believe in it, so I will discuss it on my channel. It's who you were in a past life. And when you come and reincarnate, you're so used to who you were. Your soul recognizes that. It doesn't recognize this new experience. So you'll stay in that south node, which is a little bit lower frequency, for quite a while, until you go through an awakening, until you kind of have what you call, an awakening, a dark night of the soul, tower moments blowing up in your face, because the universe is trying to say, okay, it's time to get out of something you've been used to for so long. It's time to grow. And that's your north node. And when you get into that space, you actually start to operate in your life purpose. And so if you look that up, there'll be articles and articles on that too. And that'll help you to understand. You'll probably start to read things and you'll be like, wow, yeah, that's exactly kind of what I want to do in life. I mean, I'm not there quite yet, but like I'm on that road, or I'm down that path. You know what I mean? And it's very interesting. So I encourage you to do so. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into this. I was looking up what this full moon in Virgo, in the sign of Virgo, that's happening tomorrow on February 23rd. What it would mean for the sign of Aries, and I did some research. So this is stuff that I have gotten off the internet. It is not my own personal knowledge. It's something else that I just read. But I think it's very interesting. And then again, I've pulled some tarot. So as I read for that sign, I will pull your card and I will interpret what it is. Okay. Okay. So first sign is Aries. That is a fire element. It doesn't surprise me that what I learned that this full moon is going to do for people. And again, if you are in the sign of Pisces, okay, because I'm just going to use that as an example, because we are in the sign of Pisces. You can have Aries in your birth chart. You can have Aries as like an ascendant sign, which is like, you know what I mean? I have a freaking fire sign in your ascendant. I know, because I have one in my ascendant too, so. But Aries is all about time to get up, time to get productive. What is Aries about? Getting it done. The Emperor card in tarot is in the sign of Aries. Why? Because they're a fucking boss. They're a leader. They get that shit done. So I'm going to go ahead and look at your card. Wow. I'm so glad I didn't. I had this idea and I'm so glad I didn't look at the cards. Whew. I'm sorry. I got chills all over. So Aries, as you're getting up and you're being productive and getting shit done, you're going to meet your soulmate. A Two of Cups just came out. Or maybe you've already met your soulmate and that is your idea of being productive, is making it happen. Maybe you really haven't taken any action on something that you literally love. I mean, you love. This is your person in every way. So that's, whew, damn. Pisces. That's weird that I just said that. Hi, baby. Not right now. Go lay down. Come over here and lay down. Come over there and go over there and lay down. Come on. He just always wants my attention. Anyways, I can have like some Pisces, Aries thing in the collective. So if I do, I'd love to hear if you want to share. I never like say, I mean, of course, I would love to get to know you guys. And I think I'm able to do live now. So I saw something recently that I need to do some research on with YouTube. I got notified. So I think I could start doing lives. I've never done one before. So when I do it, it's probably gonna be a hot mess, but whatever. I'm really excited to do a live with you guys because we'll be able to interact. But anyways, yeah, I feel like there could be some Pisces out there that watch my channel that have Aries in their birth chart. So anyways, that might resonate. The next astrology sign is Taurus. So Taurus, this is time for you to have fun. Oh, my Taurus. My brother's a Taurus. I don't know if he watches my channel. I did tell him, please subscribe to my channel. But I don't know if he's wanting to come on and watch like stuff about astrology and like tarot. But it would be really cool if he is watching, and if he is, I would really like for you to comment. But my brother is a Taurus. I love him so much. He is such, they're just so family oriented. They're so loyal. Just down to earth, just like somebody you just feel like so comfortable being with. Like they really are protective. And they take care of their family. You know, they're a provider. But I think in doing all that, you guys are so serious. Like, I mean, I guess you have to be, but I think there's a time and place for everything, Taurus, and I think that it's time for you to have fun. And what I was getting was inner child. It's time for your inner child to come out. Be free. Let's see what your tarot card is. Yeah, Three of Wands. Three of Wands does represent Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. It's all about like expansion and like what's out there. You know what I mean? Like how she's got her surfboard and she's like looking for the perfect wave. Like she just wants to go like do what she loves, you know? And I feel like Taurus, that's what you guys need to do right now. Like you just need to do what you love, you know? Okay, next astrology sign is Gemini. So Gemini is actually ruled by the planet Mercury. You know, when we have Mercury retrograde, how technology messes up, communication is difficult, people can't even speak because it's ruled by the planet Mercury. And so is Gemini. So I really feel like Gemini is going to have a difficult time during this full moon. So that's why your message for this full moon is to do nothing. Do nothing. Now that doesn't mean like, okay, if you want to be lazy, honestly. That's what they're saying is like, just shut this off. You know what I mean? You guys are so logic based and you just overthink a lot. And remember, I went over the birth chart, so I know we're in sign of Pisces right now, and I know I'm talking about Gemini, and so my people that are coming across this video who are Geminis might be like, oh, this resonates with me, but remember, you can have Gemini and a main placement in your birth chart, and so this could speak to you too. So I hope it does. But there's different forms of like rest, like meditation, yoga, going out and grounding yourself, like taking a walk, like a nature walk, doing things that make your soul feel at ease is what I'm feeling. So yeah, Gemini, let's see what your tarot card is. Wow. So the Two of Pentacles came out. That is earth energy, and that's all about doing way too damn much. So Gemini, you have been juggling a lot. I feel like it's just all over the place, and it's just like you need a break. You're juggling a lot. Two of Pentacles represents earth energy, so that's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Yeah. It's like you guys are trying to focus on a task. You could need to heal right now, they're telling me. Because I see a star emblem, and that represents healing to me. But you're just juggling a lot right now. Two of Pentacles, Gemini, and it's just like it's time to rest. Okay. Cancer is my next astrology sign. Hi, Cancer. Water sign. Love you guys. I found this really interesting when I was researching this online. But Cancer, it is time to open up. So, guys, Scorpios are the deepest water signs, right? We are able to transmute energy and come up from the depths of like darkness that people out of any other astrology sign cannot do. It's one of the most difficult journeys being a Scorpio. Cancers are very, well, you're a water sign, but you have a difficulty being vulnerable with people, opening up. And what they're saying right now, my guides are saying, is to write in a journal. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, really? But if you just start like with one word, the second word will come. And then the third word will come. I think that's Mercury energy, guys, with this full moon, honestly. It's got to mess up communication because that's what it does during Mercury retrograde. But anyways, it will get your thoughts flowing. And journaling will help you to open up with your emotions and feelings. Because Cancers tend to like keep everything in. And you guys feel so deeply because you're a water sign and you're highly intuitive. And a lot of you are probably empathic. So let's see what your your tarot card is. Well, you guys are literally rushing in to do something. The Knight of Swords came out. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I mean, like rushing in to open up to somebody. I see a crow. Bring messages. Some of you can like to run, Cancer, or you like motorcycles. Okay, Leo, you're next. All about saving, Leo. It's time to save. Save what you've earned. Yep. It was big for you. I think right now, work is going to be really on your mind right now. I think you're going to be thinking about everything to do to make money come in more. Sorry, something's bothering me. I'm telling you. It starts bothering me and then I can't stop thinking about it. But yeah. Oh wow, your tarot card, Leo, is the Page of Wands, which is it's fire energy. It represents creativity. You're feeling really passionate right now about what you're doing for work and you're creating. I can understand. I have Leo in a placement in my chart, and so yeah, I feel pretty creative right now. I have a lot of ideas surging through, but these ideas are going to help you not only to bring in money, but you know, what are ways that I can save money? What are ways I can cut some corners here, do this here? You know what I mean? Okay, who's next? Virgo. This is a full moon in the sign of Virgo, guys. So I feel like you're greatly going to be affected by this full moon. You're probably already feeling it. I mean, you can feel the full moon a few days before. And I mean, when I got home today, I was already noticing it last night that you could see the full moon pretty clearly. But right now, this full moon for you, what I learned, it's time for you to level up. It's time to make some good habits. This time is it's going to be about personal development for you. Even getting away, writing down things that aren't for your highest good, like some bad habits, like the good ones and the bad ones, and kind of making like a little list of things, being aware of it. I have Virgo in a main placement in my birth chart, so I feel like this full moon is going to affect me because I have some Virgo in my chart. But I have been thinking about wanting to make a vision board for so long, and that was something that they recommended for you guys. I don't know if you know what that is. Sorry, that's bothering me too. A vision board is like where you cut out pictures or words of things that you want to manifest. And the idea is, it can be like your favorite car. It can be a house. It can be a boat. It can be money. It could be a relationship. It can be love. It could be kids. Like whatever you want. You have like a little creative session where you cut stuff out and you put it on this beautiful board and you dress the board how you want that fits your personality. And then the idea is to have this vision board up in front of you in areas where you will be around often so that you can visualize it. And what happens when you visualize it? You put it in your consciousness. And when it's in your consciousness, what do? You manifest it. So vision boards are great. Look into that, guys. Virgo, what's your card? Your tarot card. This is so fucking beautiful. I mean, literally, I talked to my team. I shuffled. I said, guys, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to shuffle. I'm not going to go like this. I'm going to shuffle like I normally do. I'm not going to go like this because if the cards flip out, I might see them. I don't want to see them. So I just shuffled, and then I broke my deck in 3, and then I went through each astrology sign, and I pulled a card out, and I had it facing down so I wouldn't see it in order. And so far, it has matched everything that I've said for each astrology sign. So your card, Virgo, was Empress. This is a earth energy. This is Taurus. This is all about abundance and creation and feminine energy. You guys could be, and listen, we have all feminine and masculine energy. So I have masculine energy. I actually operate more in my masculine energy than I do in my feminine energy. My feminine energy is actually a very uncomfortable thing for me. It's probably why I've been able to do so much in my life, because I've operated more in my masculine energy most of my life. So as I've gone through this awakening myself and my journey, as I start to get into that heart chakra, something that, like, as a Scorpio, I felt like I was always in touch with, but I guess not. And as I start to let go and be vulnerable with people and let people in, then I'm operating more in my feminine energy. That's hard for me. And if you are a Scorpio that subscribed to my channel or you watch this, you understand. Scorpios are just tough to crack anyways. We have a shell. We like to hide, to process our stuff, you know, and then when we're ready, we come out. So, yeah, I mean, it's just so fitting for, you know, what it is, Virgo, for you, which is time to level up. Because what is the Empress? The Empress is somebody who has literally learned all the lessons of all queens. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. And she's learned all those lessons of all those queens to get to here. And like, children and animals just like gravitate to her. And, you know, I mean, could you be birthing something, Virgo? Could you be having a baby? Yeah. This card definitely means there could be a baby coming. But it could be a birth of something that you're ready to embark on. You know, it can be a death of an old self you no longer want to live in anymore, and a birth to something new within yourself. It can be a death to a pattern and a cycle that you've lived in a lower frequency for a long time, and now you're ready to bloom. Create. And it's going to bring you abundance, because the Empress only manifests abundance, Virgo. So that's awesome. Okay, Libra, it's time to remove yourself, the message. It is time to remove yourself from bad energy, okay? It is in the solar house of hidden enemies for you right now for this full moon. So it is going to illuminate things. I was hearing that if you are a Libra, you need to check your account, you need to check your passwords, your credit report. You are going to find some stuff out. And it's not meant to upset you or listen, we've all been through it. I've been through it. It's a pain in the ass when stuff like that happens. But it also will illuminate certain things to you that you need to be aware of, that maybe you haven't been paying attention to. So if you have Libra and your sun or your moon or your Venus or your rising or your north node, this might resonate for you, and just take it as a warning. But I also think with them saying it's time to remove yourself from bad energy, it's time for you to wake up and realize certain patterns in your life and people that are in your life that are keeping you down. If you're aware of it, you can release and set heavy boundaries with these people, and then you will start to elevate and things will start to go right for you. But these things are happening because they're trying to wake you up to realizing that you're in a pattern that maybe is outgrown you. It's time to go. But Libra, let's see what your tarot card is, okay? Wow. Holy shit. You've got the Six of Wands. This is a fire energy. This is Sagittarius. You can be somebody, Libra, who is pretty well known. You can be a celebrity. You can be somebody who is a musician. You are definitely going to have a victory in removing yourself from this bad energy. your hidden enemies are going to be illuminated to you, and you're going to make shit happen. And when you do, you're going to have victory. Because 6 of Wands has come out for you. Libra. Okay, Scorpio. So I'm in the sign of Scorpio, and I was really excited to learn this. So this full moon is telling us it's time to meet new people. Scorpio, you know how we are. We like to be with ourselves. It's not that we don't like to be with people. We do, but we like to be with ourselves. We definitely need our time. So, and by the way, I had a rep come and bring us lunch today, and I just love her so much. I don't want to say her name on my channel, even though she might subscribe to me. I'm not sure. But we were talking today, and she's an Aquarius. And she had mentioned that her husband's an Aquarius, but she was kind of like talking about his characteristics compared to her and their differences and stuff. And they've been married for a long time. And she goes, you know, it's really interesting, Alicia, because like I've always dated Scorpios my whole life. And I ended up marrying like an Aquarius, you know, and I was like, huh. I started thinking about that. I was like, what is going on with all this lately? Like I said, I just saw the Bob Marley movie, and I had mentioned this to her. And I had looked up his birth chart, and he's an Aquarius in 2 different main placements of his birth chart. But then he has a Scorpio moon and he has a Sagittarius rising. So it was like very similar to me, and but then not the Aquarius part, because I don't think I have any Aquarius in my chart. So it was just like really interesting, because like as I was watching the movie, I was like able to like see my characteristics, and then I was able to see like where the Aquarius like characteristics would be, and it was just like really fascinating to see like all 3, like the Sag, the Scorpio, and the Aquarius. But anyways, I don't know why I got on that, but it came out, so maybe it's meant for somebody. But yeah, it's time for us to meet new people. So this full moon is going to be in the solar house of friends for us. So let's see what our tarot card is, Scorpio. Uh-oh. I think seeing the 5 of Swords, what I'm interpreting from this, which, you know, 5 of Swords is definitely like we've been through a battle, and we've been through a lot as Scorpios. We've been through a lot of people coming out, trying to do us wrong, and it's really caused us to overthink connections with friends. And that's what I'm picking up from the 5 of Swords. I know for me, and I can definitely say it here with my family, you know, I have some trust issues, you know, and I'm working on that. That's something, a part of my journey right now, where I'm like trying to dive into and work on. I've really had a lot of bad shit happen, and it's not that I harp on that bad shit, but like I said, I'm feeling something on my lips, and it's just bothering me. So I'm sorry if you guys keep seeing that. But it's me. Yeah, but I think, you know, the 5 of Swords just kind of like represents like, I mean, as you can see, this guy is kind of like gripping his head, and this crow is trying to give him a message like, hey dude, like it's gonna be fine, like you've won the battle. And he's like, fuck, he's like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, and we just like Scorpios, you know, even though we're a water sign, we really do tend to overthink a lot. We're actually considered the detective of the zodiac, and because of that, like that kind of puts us in this like overthinking, like, well, we're a fixed sign, so once we get fixed on something, it's like fucking tunnel vision. So but yeah, there's just like a lot of overthinking, and I think like it's time, what I'm hearing my guides say, it's like time to let go, you know, and not hold on to stuff from the past. And yeah, it was fucked up, and yeah, like why did that shit have to, well, we can sit here and say why all day, but it happened for our own good, so we can advance our consciousness and grow. So, you know, just let it go. And in doing so, you know, we're going to be able to open up to some new friendships. You know, it's time. Scorpio. So that's what I'm getting from that. The next sign is Sagittarius. So what I got for you guys and what I learned, it's time to rethink your professional goals. So this full moon is going to be in the solar house of your career, Sagittarius. So I have Sagittarius like a main placement in my chart, so this can represent for me too. Obviously with my channel, there's things that I want to do and create. And so like it's really taking off, and I'm so grateful for all of you. But at the same time, there's a lot of other things. And so, you know, for me, I feel like right now I'm really in my career mindset. I'm just focusing on me. And I'm sure, Sag, maybe you're going to feel the same way during this full moon. But let's see what your card is. Well, the Three of Cups is definitely coming together with friends. Maybe you're going to have a career with like people that you're friends with, or maybe you're going to start a business, or maybe you have an idea to start a business with some friends, because the Three of Cups definitely means like getting together with friends, celebrating. You could be celebrating a new business, I'm hearing. With friends, Sagittarius, but the Three Cups have come out, and it's really cool on this tarot card because you can see the constellation in there. Regulus. Regulus is the brightest star in Leo. It's crazy. Okay, Capricorn, you're next. It's time to book your next trip. So if you are a Capricorn, or if you have Capricorn in the main placement of your birth chart, guess what? It is time to book a trip, and it's okay. It's okay. It's saying it's okay. Book a trip because this full moon in Virgo, that's in the sign of Pisces, is going to enter your house of adventure, Capricorn. So it is time to fucking go out and have some fun. Very much like Taurus, okay? It's time to be free-spirited. Let your inner child be wild. Go have fun. Lay back. You've done a lot. You've done a lot of things. And your card, yeah. Wow. Four of Swords, guys. It's time to rest. See how she's resting? And what happens when we're resting, right? Our whole chakra system is realigning, okay? We're getting connected back to self. Why? Because we're now in that hustle bustle, that fight or flight, right? And we're bringing it back to here, which is always very important to do. That is a form of, when I say grounding, that's what I mean. And the Four of Swords is very much like that. When you go on vacation, what are you doing? You're resting, you're enjoying yourself, you know? You're not going to work, not thinking about what you have to do. You're thinking about what you want to do. And I feel like you Capricorns have been through a lot of struggle lately. See this like broken heart and how it's connected to her. You know, so you guys have been going through some emotional times, and I'm sending you my healing energy. Because I understand, like, it's a lot when you have a lot of stuff hanging. But that's why they're saying book something. Book something for yourself, whether it's a day, whether it's a vacation. Take some time for yourself. Okay, Capricorn? Okay, Aquarius. My Aquarius. It's time to tell the truth. That's what I learned about this full moon. The solar house is going to be entering of secrets for you. Okay, so it's time to be vulnerable. It is time to open up, and it's time to tell the truth. That's all I know. Sorry, but that's what came through and researching for this full moon. And yeah, there's a message of stability through telling the truth that comes through. Or you guys could be giving somebody a gift, or somebody can be giving a gift to you. We have the Page of Pentacles. It's a start, you know, just telling the truth is like a start to something that would just, I feel like they're making me feel like Yeah, it might be a page, which is just like, but it's something, you know? Okay, Aquarius. And Pisces, it's your birthday, so you're last, okay? And you get to finish this wonderful, like, full moon astrology reading. But Pisces, I was pretty shocked, but I learned it's time for you to settle down and be in an exclusive relationship. That's what it said. Because this solar house is going to be entering partnerships for you. So if you didn't want a relationship, I'm not saying you have to. Obviously, listen to your intuition. That's most important. But it's time, they said, for you to settle down and be in a serious relationship. So if you're a Pisces sun, or if you have a moon in Pisces, or if you have a Venus or an ascendant or a north node, that message is for you and your astrology sign. Oh, wow. You're feeling really lonely right now. It's like, I feel like you're doing a lot of stuff and you're like really busy and like you're exploring, they're saying, but like you're alone in that. And you don't want to be. It's like you're done feeling like you're in a lack energy. And all you have to do is take that key right there and put it in there and just open the door to something new. You know, you're not in a lack energy. I know it feels like that, but they're encouraging you to settle down. Wow. Guys. Woo! Okay, so that's a little full moon in the sign of Virgo. Full moon starts tomorrow, February 23rd, and this is the 222 portal, guys. What a crazy day that the network went down, the cellular network. That's so crazy. I wonder if the energy from this portal was so strong that it just messed with the cellular network. Somebody's coming back. Reunion, I hear. All right, guys, I missed you. I don't think it's been that long since I've done a reading, but I'm glad to be back. And I was really excited to come on tonight and do this reading. So let me just pull a few tarot cards. Do some oracle spirit. Ooh. Yeah, you guys have some clarity coming in. We have the Ace of Swords has come out. So this full moon is going to bring some truth and enlightenment in your way. One that you've spent a lot of time in your head about. Let me tell you what. Yeah, it's about a coming together. What am I, psychic or something? Think so, because I have a 4 of Wands and I just said reunion. So this represents reunion, celebration, 11/11. This can be an otherworldly connection with somebody, 11/11. That's what the 4 of Wands represents. By the way, I realized this when I got COVID for the first time. I was so stir crazy because at that time we had to stay, we had to stay in, I can't even think right now. Like, we had to stay away from people when we were sick for like 2 weeks, and I was like going crazy. And so I would take a walk, and outside in the cement on my street in asphalt, there was 1, 1, 1, 1. It looked like 11/11, like carved into the asphalt. I was like, wow. What are the chances of that? Going on a walk and finding that. Yeah, you guys are creating, there's a new beginning, either with somebody, There's definitely a lot of passion here. I got the Page of Wands. Yeah. Gonna have victory with this person. Spirit, what else do you have for the collective? Okay, they said 2. Somebody's feeling burdened. That's why this Ace of Swords is coming out. Like, they just need to tell the truth, they're saying. Tell the truth. Because it's just too much. It's a burden. And they're going to come forward and have this conversation with this Queen of Wands, who is so magnetic. Look at her. She's like, yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm good. I'm good. She's hot as fuck. Like, she's magnetic. Like, a lot of people are like, who was that? You know what I mean? It's just like they can't even take their eyes off of her. Spirit, what else do you have for the collective? Yeah, and it's coming in fast. Chariot energy. This is Cancer energy. Fast. This is fast moving energy, collective. Wow. Spirit, what else do you have for me? Yeah, why? You heal them. This is Aquarius energy. 17 might mean something to you. 1, 7 might mean something to you. 4, 10. They're holding on to you. Spirit, what else do you have for the collective? They want to come in and apologize. They're saying, yeah, I heard you. So this person wants to come in and give an apology, the Page of Cups, and express their emotions, which I think is something that they've done a lot of talking about, but there's been no action, and there is action on this board. I mean, we have the Ace of Clarity, which is, you know, swords energy. We have 4 of Wands, that is, you know, creative, you know, fire energy. We have Page of Wands, we have 10 of Wands, we have Queen of Wands, we have the Chariot. Like, this is all like fast moving energy. And this person, you can see in the Page of Cups, look at his heart area, how it's just radiating. You know, this can be somebody younger than you, or this can be somebody who comes in kind of in a lower frequency a little bit, which is a little bit, you know, Page is kind of, it's not a knight, it's not a king, it's definitely not an emperor, it's not, you know, so, and they could be doing that because, I just heard because they're nervous. This person has had some sneaky ways with the 7 of Swords and really hasn't been forthcoming of why they have done things. And we've got the crows here, which represents, you know, messages coming in. And, you know, it happened to this Queen of Cups here who, this is Cancer energy, by the way. So we have Cancer twice on the board. But this is, I mean, sneaky, and, you know, it could be somebody who self-sabotage, like, you know, due to insecurities. But the Queen of Cups is a water sign in the sign of Cancer, and she's a nurturer and so connected to her emotions, and, you know, really good with kids, and you know, she's a healer, and this person did that to her, and this person just feels awful about it. Yeah. Okay. We're going to put those right there for right now. And we're going to get out some Oracle. I've already shuffled everything, guys, so it could save me time. I knew this was going to be a longer reading. This is somebody who wants to have a family with you. Or maybe they have a family, you have a family, and you're going to bring family together. Spirit, what else do you have for the collective with the Oracle deck? So the next card that came out is Between the Lines. It's just asking for you guys to be discerning when this takes place. Because there might be some things that this person tries to leave out. And just to give, if they are watching my channel, give some advice, don't do that. If you want to authentically come in and with the Ace of Swords and give clarity on something, don't do anything like in this energy anymore. The sneaky, hidden, like, be open and honest and let it out. People can handle it, and if they don't, they're not meant for you. I had a situation happen like that. I was very vulnerable. I opened up. I went in with an open heart chakra, an open mind, and in a way, I was rejected, and that was okay. It was okay because, I mean, does it feel good to get rejected? No, but at the same time, I knew right away that that was not my person. Because my person's not going to do that. The person's not going to reject me. They're going to love me just the way I am. And I don't know why I felt important to share that, but I think it's important to know. Yeah, this person could be like that because they've gone through a breakup. You know, the reason why they were like that. And it's just caused them to hold back. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I pulled the tarot deck and I pulled the Seven of Wands or the Knight of Wands, you know, which represents very defensive, like boundaries are up kind of energy. What else, Spirit? Anything else? This person can be talking to friends for support. You know, people that they trust. But they're single. They better be single when they come towards my collective, because we don't accept that. But they're feeling lonely. They're guarded. That's what I was picking up on. You know, that's why I might come in with like some hidden meanings, like being very vague about stuff, you know, like just be discerning, you know, collective. They're guarded, you know. They, like I just shared, you know, my story of rejection, like they might be really, really fearful of being rejected. Like that just might just fucking kill them. I don't know, for me, like, I wasn't sad. Like, I don't know. Like, I felt so grateful, honestly. I mean, I'm not saying that it didn't catch me off guard because the way that it was going was so positive at the time. So it was just kind of like, wow. But um other than catching me off guard, it again, I was just grateful because at least I knew before it went anywhere else, you know, before emotions got involved, before any of that. But, you know, this person can be really guarded because, you know, of a breakup they went through in the past, and they've been really alone and felt really isolated, and they've got a thing of wine too. Yeah, so guys, this can be an otherworldly connection. I told you we had the 1111 card come out, which represents that, and that means twin flame. I know I've talked about it on my channel. It could be your soulmate, but this is a soul contract, somebody you've shared past lives with. That's why it feels like that. Like you're like sitting there and like, why can I get this person off my mind? Why? Like, I don't understand. Because you've been with them before. You recognize them. They're not in the same body that you recognized them before, but like, you recognize their soul. They're saying it feels like home. Spirit, let me do one more for this oracle card, and then we will pull some messages from your person. Okay, guys? Yeah, and it's just asking, you know, the universe is just asking you guys to use your intuition during this time. Trust your gut feeling. It will never guide you wrong. This will guide you wrong. This will mess with your heart chakra. You got to have an open mind. You have to have an open heart. You know, no matter if you get hurt or not. You know, like when that happened, I mean, maybe I was hurt. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think about it right now because I'm trying to go back to it. But I think if anything, it just caught me off guard because it was just kind of like out of nowhere. But at the same time, I think because I'm so comfortable in myself now, and I really love who I am, and I really know who I am. And so I don't think that anything negative that happens to me affects me in that way anymore, whether it affects my ego or it affects my confidence, you know, because like I know who I am, and I know what I bring to the table, and I know what I represent, and I know I'm a beautiful person inside and out, and I know the kind of love I have to give. So anybody who doesn't want to see that in me, or anybody who doesn't want to spend the time to see if that's something that they want, that's okay. It's not meant for me. And, you know, I think that that's what we do in these karmic connections. Like, we try to stay and we try to make it fit because we feel like if we don't, then we tried something else that didn't work out, and it makes us so upset. And really, it came into your life to teach you something about yourself, to teach you about your own self-worth. So that you can find the right person. And if you're staying with somebody who is sitting there saying, I don't want you, and I can't see myself being with you, and you're just trying to convince them otherwise, and what you're doing, you're like resisting that flow, and that's not going to manifest your person. That's not going to manifest your, you know, this soulmate, this like unbelievable spiritual soulmate with somebody. It's like, it's not going to do that. It's just asking you, and you know, use that intuition, guys. It's funny, on this card it says premonition. I've been, you know, advancing in my gifts, and I'm literally having premonitions. It's fucking freaky. Like, damn. But anyways, on the bottom of the deck, we have the grass is greener. There's some jealousy, better options, unhappy, deserve better. You know, some legal matters regarding a home. Divine intervention is going to come in, though. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get some messages from your person. Spirits, what do you have? The collective. So it looks like whatever this energy is, and it could be multiple people, but the energy that I'm pulling with this card, it says, I got triggered. So that's why they did what they did. And they're going to come in, and when they bring this apology, they're going to explain that. You mirrored them. You showed them a part of themselves that they weren't ready to face, basically. So, Spirit, what else do you have for the collective today? This full moon in Virgo. Wow. And they have regrets. You know, that's the 5 of Cup energy in tarot. That is Scorpio energy. Like I said, we tend to like for a little bit. I shouldn't have let you go is the next card or message that is coming out, collective. So it looks like somebody let you go. I'm feeling off of this card that they let you go too soon without really knowing what they had. And like they discovered that once they had already let you go, and they were like, fuck, what the fuck did I just do? Spirit, what else do you have? Wow. Well, we will reunite soon. That's pretty powerful energy coming through. I use the word reunion, and then the 4 of Wands came out, which is all about reunion. And then towards the end of this reading, I pull a card that says we will reunite soon. So, like I said, I'm having premonitions. It's almost like I'm pulling in energy before it happens. But on the bottom of the deck, collective, message that's coming through is I'm ready to commit. So you guys don't seem to be single for very much longer. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed doing it. I was trying to think about what I wanted to do for the full moon. I definitely wanted to pop on and pull some cards for you guys. So I hope that it spoke to you and that it gave you some clarity, because that's always my goal, is to bring you peace and clarity and help you know that you are not alone in this journey and that you are connected to everybody. And I also kind of wanted to do some astrology. Since I do a lot of collective readings, I wanted to do the astrology signs, and I wanted to give you some knowledge about the full moon and about birth charts, and then to kind of finish it off with a little read for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely will pop on this weekend, probably for another read this week, because I can't stay away from you guys for too long. But I love you so much, and you have a wonderful rest of your night. Say goodnight, Oliver. Say goodnight. I love you. He's so freaking cute. He's a pain in my ass, but he's so freaking cute. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat. Love you guys. I really hope you have a good rest of your night and enjoy your weekend and have a great full moon tomorrow.